Blessings, everybody, and welcome to On the Deck Live. Once again, with me, Tony Marie, and my company. My company today is one of my faithful friends, Christy Taylor, of Christy Taylor Music Studios in Lewis, Delaware. So, hey, how are you doing today? That's good. I'm so glad
for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
It's beautiful out here.
I know, isn't it?
I love it.
I thought about doing, On the Deck Live to get the, nature feel.
It might be a deer that might come
I know,
join us.
wouldn't that be beautiful? You can hear the birds singing.
The birds are here.
They're already singing. So, Christy, I always think about how we met. At the good old Staples.
It was. I was copying music.
You were doing something for your Black History event service at Shiloh.
In Wilmington.
Yep, in Wilmington, and we got to talking at the register and knew that we had music in common, and we switched names and numbers, and this is where we end up. Here we are. So, tell everybody a little bit about you. I know you're my band member, band leader rather, and music director of many shows, but tell everybody about yourself.
Oh, wow. I'm Christy Taylor. I've been around for a while, and a music educator. I feel blessed to have been, the sole proprietor of Taylor Music Studios for a long time and several million decades, and I feel what a privilege as I see kids that I've taught graduate and then see the parents of kids that I've taught have kids that are graduating,
including my grandchildren that you taught many years ago.
Beautiful grandchildren. And my daughter was saying, "Mom, I think you've taught almost every school in Sussex." But there's a journey that we all have, and I feel blessed that God has given me an opportunity to have the privilege to meet beautiful people like you.
Thank you.
It's a flower in my life. Thank you
so much.
I do a lot of things, but mostly the love of music, because music is a healer.
Yes.
And here we are, even in the midst of a air quality issue, that we can say
Today.
Music is a healer.
Yes,
for people who are going through so much in life. It's a really tough time to turn on the news and still be feeling like joy. So music is joyful, and I'm glad that through our music ensembles and my lessons with all ages and all kinds of instruments, I'm blessed.
Amen. Well, you do so much in the community, and I've learned so much from you from the time we met. You brought me into that jazz world and R&B, and I still stick to our praise and worship. We got to do that. That's first and foremost.
And you've been nice enough to come to Bloomington and bless us, and all the things that you've done. Oh my gosh! And really inspired to play on your grandmother's piano today in our effort. It is
what a blessing.
Her
spirit is all
the whole
around.
concept, and it reminds me of my beautiful mother, a musician, and all of those who have come and gone. That it's a music journey that we have found ourselves in together as sisters. We're sisters.
I love it. So, of course, we're gonna have to talk about your brother.
Okay. Yeah, I have actually, both Howie and Brian. Howie's my oldest. He's a psychologist teaching at University of Pennsylvania for many years. Also, not only a scholar, but a writer of Black family and Black research in areas that tie into my brother Brian's work, but more importantly, the mental health part of it for the era that we're living in has been researched thoroughly by a lot of the work Howard has done, and he's created a lion story, which is working with all kinds of folk in Philadelphia area, but it's really about empowering, like who's telling the story? Is it the lion or the hunter?
Yes.
So these proverbs, these African proverbs have come into life, and we, our mother and father, but particularly our mother, a Philadelphian, really taught us about justice and having to create the moment when there's injustice. What do you do about it? And she would be the first one to act upon it very quickly with classy wit and classy articulation in an area that we grew up in rural Sussex, when an era where we were just not visible, and we were not looked upon as the same as some other folk.
Exactly.
But when you have a strong lioness like she was, she really modeled that. And then Brian took the torch from that, and even in high school, we're all Cape grads, that he was the greatest debater, he was the greatest actor, he was the extemporaneous winner throughout the state and region, and almost nationally at ninth grade with a beard with picking a topic and speaking eloquently on it for the VFW contest. And there were people that didn't look like him, but they had to award him the awards because of his presentation.
Yeah.
And so, after Harvard and after Eastern, both my brothers went to Eastern, and my daughter in Pennsylvania, where it was a awakening of a lot of things, and it should char us to go to the next level. And Brian, after Harvard, decided that he didn't want to be that kind of corporate lawyer, and so God moved him into working for people that of the poor, and wound up in Alabama. It's a long story, but writing Just Mercy, his book, and then the movie should inspire people.
Yes.
And to that, not only is it some inequalities, but that if you are a person that loves people
Mm-hmm.
and loves to see justice, as we all do, that we
Yes.
can take the step
Yes.
forward. And now EJI, Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, has changed that town. He's just opened this week a health center.
Oh.
So he's got theaters, he's got conference halls, he has
museum.
the museum, he has the lynching memorial, 4,000. The vision is huge. And
it's-
look at God.
That's the way God works.
And it's to inspire all of us, which it has.
That's right. Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So if anyone wanted to contact you for music lessons, singing lessons, want you to come perform, how can they get in touch with
Okay,
you?
it's Christy Taylor, 302-500-9189, and the social media, we have Christy Taylor Music on Facebook, Taylor Music Studios, and our latest group that's performing at Juneteenth on the 24th in Lewis is CT in the Groove.
Can't wait.
And these are some young folk that work with me, and it'll be very exciting to see, do jazz and Latin and R&B mostly, to see these young people perform. They were a big hit last year, so between 3 and 3:45, the 24th of June will be at Lewis. I think it's now renamed Mr. Smith, the former he was a former colleague of mine, George Smith Park, right behind the
okay.
hospital. Used to be a blockhouse
right behind
clown.
BB.
Used to be blockhouse clown, but now it's
Wonderful.
So it's exciting.
That's so great. Well, I am so glad you came. It really means a lot to me,
I'm
and I
glad
plan on
to.
seeing you some more with some more of our
Come on,
band
let's do it.
members,
Yeah,
and
let's
we're
do
just
it.
gonna make this happen right
Yeah.
here. So,
I'm proud of you.
Grandma,
Really do.
thank you. So, Grandma used to always say that Gershwin had two heads. He had a classical head, and then he had the other head.
I love
And I kind of feel that way sometimes, because outside of praise and worship, I like jazz.
And I say God made it all.
He did. He
So
did. And he makes it possible for us to do it.
this is so true. Yeah.
So I guess we'll go out with a little bit of maybe All of Me.
Okay.
All of me, why not take all of me? Darling, can't you see I'm no good without you? Come on and take these lips. I'll See you, everybody. See you next time.